Nigerians to the program, want to share from their wealth of experience, where they started from, where they are presently, and what they intend to do in the future, so that you can be a part of their lives. You can take one or two things that to make your life worth living. So once again, you're welcome to the program. My name is Bumi Babanu. Today I have another distinguished Nigerian, and I'm so excited, so honored to have her on the program. You know why I'm so excited? Because I have with me, a very big fish. And it's my pleasure introducing to us the number one civil servant in Oyo State. You can see why I now say I'm so excited, I'm so happy having her on the program. So it's a pleasure welcoming Mrs. Olubunmi Olufunke MNI, Oyo State Head of Civil Service. As I'm welcoming her, I want you to join me to welcome her to the program. Your Honor, I want to welcome you to the program.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister.
Just like I said.
Same here.
Thank you so much. And I'm sure our teaming audience would love to hear what it has been since inception up to now. So once again, on behalf of our chairman, the executive chairman of BCOS, the management and the entire staff, and of course the Viewpoint crew, I welcome you to the program. And I'm sure it's going to be a really, really exciting time with you.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
So, let's start. Want to get to know you, Your Honor, who is Mrs. Olubunmi Olu. Want to know where did you school, who were your parents. You want to know the beginning. So from there, now take it to the level that you are now.
Okay, thank you so much. Like you said, I'm Olubunmi Olufunke MNI, Mrs. I'm the first child of the family of 5. My father and my mother are now both deceased. Chief Joshua Adedeju Bunkayede is my father, while Mrs. Rachel Jola Bunkayede happened to bring me to this world 60 years ago. Both of them, like I said, are now deceased. They both hail from Esauke, a wonderful town from Osun State. But I'm lucky to be married to a wonderful man too, Engineer Taiwo Alani, who is from Olowomero village in Lagelu local government of Oyo State. Together, we have wonderful children. And talking about my schooling, I started my primary school from Wesley College Practicing School, Elekuro, Ibadan. I was there from 1971 to 1977. And from there, I proceeded to Remo Secondary School, Shagam. That is where I had my Forms 1. My father worked at Anglican Girls Grammar School, Ijebu-Ode. So he's familiar with that place. However, that was not my plan. I wanted to go to St. Teresa's College. But unfortunately, I lost my sleep. And without that sleep, they were not willing to grant me access for interview. So I could not participate in that interview exercise. Despite the fact that I passed and I'm qualified for that interview. So, since I will not be able to enter to STC, my father had a friend who was the principal of Remo Secondary School. He discussed with her and he was asked to come for interview. I performed excellently well there and I was admitted to Form 1 in Remo Secondary School, Shagam. I was there for my first and second year, like I said, from 1 and 2. Thereafter, I transferred my schooling to Olivet Baptist High School, Oyo. I joined them in Form 3. At Olivet, I was there from 1979 till 1982 when I sat for my O-levels, ordinary level school sat then. Thereafter, I proceeded to the HSA class for my advanced level. Thereafter, I attempted to enter into Obafemi Awolowo University now. Then it was University of Ife. But I could not get admission in 1984, 1985 because I did not pass maths at credit level. And because I wanted to do required me to pass math. Eventually I passed and I got admission to read political science education, the subject of my dream, at University of Ife in 1986. It was while we were there that the name was changed to Obafemi Awolowo University, Obanwa University. So, when I graduated from Ife in 1989 to teach little kids, because I always want them to know what I was telling them. And these are kids that seems they don't understand. So I felt that, is this how I'm going to continue? And I will be teaching students and they will not understand. I did not know that. I did not realize the fact that that is the way we're also then. But
yeah,
when we're young too, but we might not be as bad as that. But I just felt, I don't think I'm called for teaching. I only felt I like teaching because at home, I taught my brothers, my sister, I helped them with the academics and they are doing fine. So I felt, well, I also want to contribute to the education field. So that's why I went to read political science education. So during my service here, I discovered that I wouldn't be able to get fulfillment from this profession. I needed to change. Immediately after my service here, I went for my master's. This time around, I said, let me go into the civil service, full-blown. Station in public administration at the University of Ibadan. I left that place in 1991. So in June 1992, I got opportunity to serve with the Oyo State government. So I joined the Oyo State government June 26, 1992, as an information officer. So I was with the Ministry of Information for about 4 years before moving on again to the admin officer's cadre. While at information, I participated in a contest on documentary on current affairs, and I won. While at information, I was a press officer in some ministries. However, when the time comes that I have to move, I moved to the admin officer.
Why did you move from that cadre, information
officer to admin officer? Very interesting. At that time, we don't have this opportunity of online expression. When you are made a press officer, you can't say anything outside what your boss says. And I'm not cut out for that. I felt I should be given room to say more. I should be given room to contribute more. So I felt if I go into admin officer's cadre, you know that was my interest from the beginning. It was because they said they no longer admit people directly in the first instance. So that's why I moved back to where I wanted to be. I felt that with admin officers, with information officer, I could also express myself. But you are glued to, this is what my principal says. But I believe that if I move into the admin cadre, I'll be able to assist people, I'll be able to express myself, I'll be able to do some things that you have more latitude to do. That is why I moved to admin officer cadre in 1996, November. Thank you.
But you never regretted it?
No, not at all. Not even as information officer. I still enjoy it. I still get involved. I still get involved in it. There is no knowledge that is wasted. There is a purpose for you to go into one aspect or the other. There's always there's always a reason for it. I enjoyed it. I was fulfilled while as an information officer and even as an admin officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Now let's go back to your childhood days. How was it like? You said you were the firstborn of the family. Now, being the eldest, I'm sure your younger ones would have been looking up to you for a lot of things. So, how was it then? Because I know that even at we call the firstborn, the Olori Ebis, you have to set a pace for your younger ones to follow, and you must not miss it. Your parents will be saying, "Whoa, they were looking up to you. You must not do." So, how was it like being the eldest?
Well, my childhood days, it was interesting. Though that pressure was on me, but not really active. Because my parents, like I said, they were both teachers. My father retired as a principal of a school while my mother retired as a headmistress. And I'm a teacher. So,
teachers are always strict.
Very strict, and they will be expecting a lot from you. So, they were not expecting a lot from them. So that helped me a lot. And they always let them realize the fact that this is your sister and she must have a say where there is need for it. So while growing up, I have opportunity of relating with them, assisting them with their studies. I have the opportunity of relating with them, calling them back from areas that they should not go. I have a brother then that was about to join boys in school, big boys in school. But with my assistance, with my insistence, it changed from that way. And today, he's always saying, "Auntie, thank God that you stood your ground, that I should not go with those boys. It wouldn't have been the same this time around." And all of them, they're good. They were looking up to me, like you said. They knew that if Atibumi should attain this, we must not attain anything less. In fact, it's like I'm the one that attained the least now, because we have 3 doctors, 2 PhDs, 1 medical doctor, 1 laboratory consultant, and myself. I have 2 masters. I'm only saying that academically, that I'm the least. Most of them progress beyond PhD, beyond masters. I also wanted to do that, but each time I attempt collecting form, it's like they have the information. They will just post me to where I would have the opportunity to do it. I will be more involved in activities in the office. They will post me to demanding tables. And then later, I attempted it 2 or 3 times, I just stopped it. That when I retire, no.
You didn't regret it?
Not at all. I will still go back for it when I retire. I plan to go for it. I also want to have it because I know that I have the spirit and I have the passion for it. I will attempt it. I will attempt it.
That's a good one. That is an inspiration to some of us who think, can I still go back to school?
Oh, we learn every day. Yeah. We learn every day. It's not that when I go back, I'm going to use it to work or whatever. But it will help me. Sense of fulfillment. Then I will relate with people. I will not just sit at home.
Yeah.
So I just want to express myself better.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And were your parents disciplinarians as teachers?
They were, but they were not too strict because we also listen and we obey. We fall in line. Okay. Except for my brothers, training boys. They will go when our parents are not at home. they will go to nearby house to play football. When they hear the horn of daddy's car, they will start running back, and they will call me through the back door. But not that they were wayward or whatever, but they were just. But our parents, when we needed cane, in fact, at the time, daddy brought one horsewhip, and he named it Kinrin. That means this horsewhip should not leave this place. Each time I need it, I should be able to find it in case I want to beat you. So when we needed cane, they had that cane to beat us. When they needed to chastise us, they do that. When they needed to encourage us, they do. Sometimes in the morning, my mom will just wake me up and she will sit by my side on the bed and she will start talking to me, telling me why I should do this, telling me why I should be this, telling me why, maybe if I have done something wrong, why I should not do that. So they have different ways of training us, and today we are thankful for it.
Thank God for that. Well, do you believe in using the body cane on child so that he or she will be corrected?
When there is need for it, use it. If the need is not really keen, use your word. You just talk to that person, encourage that person, let him know why he should not do that. But if you find out that he's still going to do it, use your cane when there is need it.
One of them understand the children, so that be able to know the kind of disciplinary
action that will meet them towards that person. Yes.
So any special thing that happened that you want to share with our viewers from your childhood days? Maybe like you play pranks on, on parents, or something to share.
Well. Let me share this. At home, when they give us food, I will not finish mine. Okay. Eat part of it and keep part of it in the cupboard. My brothers, they will finish their own and they will go to my own and eat it. So when I'm now ready to eat it, maybe my stomach is now telling me that you need more. Whenever I get there, the food is gone. Mommy, how much did you join me? What did you take? Mommy, the person that needs the food is sitting in. So wait till the next meal. So don't talk about it. If you know you want to eat your food, finish the food. Don't keep it. People that need it, they have eaten it. Then another time was this. You know, when I was at Ife, I got involved in campus politics. I belong to a particular group, Movement for Social Justice, MSG. And on this particular day, we planned to visit Lagos to see one of our patrons, Baba Latif Jakande. And my sister just came that morning. My great sister. She was in UI studying her Greek, but she came visiting. And you know, there was no phone then to call me that Auntie, I'm coming. She just felt ordinarily Auntie will be in school. Let me just go and surprise her. So she came here and said, Naomi, this day I'm traveling to Lagos. She said, Auntie Bumi, for what? So I told her, I said, there's space in the bus, let's go together. So she jumped in and we went to Lagos. When we got to Lagos, we didn't meet a patron. Our contact did not do sufficiently enough to let him know that we are coming that day. So we waited for a while. And during that time, we were watching football. And during the match, Okwaraji died. So we felt sad. And we decided to go back to our school. The patron has not even yet returned. And we felt that from Lagos to Ife is a far place. So we decided to come back. So when we got to the Ashejire area, we had an accident. 2 children from the same parents were in the same bus. The bus that overtook another one and hit our vehicle, 2 or 3 people died instantly in that bus. It was a fatal case. But fortunately for us, our bus, nobody got wounded. But the vehicle got damaged. So we couldn't continue with the journey. But it was 5 days to my final exam. And I said, if something has happened, some people would have felt that maybe she's an Obanji or whatever. That's why is it that it's 5 days to her exam that she had an accident and that happened. We did not tell her parents until several years later. And these days, that's how they say, pray that wherever your kids are, God should just protect them. Because sometimes you think that they are in school, you should just yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor. Honestly, even nowadays, our children, we need to really, at least, maybe it's not possible to monitor them 100%, but at least to some extent, know where they are at a particular time.
Especially now we have phones.
Exactly.
That will help us to track most of their movements. Yes.
Let's look at the civil service. Peak of your career must have been really, really fulfilling. So, share the experience with us now.
Civil service. Like I said, I joined to move to administrative cadre. I didn't even want to leave again because I was already enjoying the cadre. But a friend of mine then, Bimbo Cletus now, Bimbo Johnny then, encouraged me to go for that exam. I did the exam, and after the exam, they refused to release the results. How would I pay for an exam, sit for the exam, and you now say that you cannot see it? I said, well, that's their own issue. At least I'm enjoying where I am. I'll continue. But it was along the way that I got discouraged because of what I've explained. But fortunately, I got converted in 1996 November. And the first assignment given to me was a panel exam, a panel sitting. I've never been part of any committee before. Why would an assignment of this nature be given to me? I never knew that I was being trained. It was during that panel sitting, committee sitting, it was on Oyo State Paper Mill, Administrative Panel of Inquiry into Oyo State Paper Mill activities. It was during that exercise that I knew you burn your fingers. Thereafter, the posting was done. They posted me to Civil Service Commission. Some people were asking me, you did not have people that can lobby for you. That's why they posted you to a Civil Service Commission. And I said, well, everywhere is part of the service. So wherever they post me to, I don't have any problem with it. And one of the things that informed my posting then was the fact that the chairman of my panel was the chairman of the Civil Service Commission. So they wanted us to be together so that the activities can be seamless. So thereafter, when I was at Civil Service Commission, I learned about rudiments of personnel administration. After Civil Service Commission, I was posted to Ibadan Waste Management Authority. And there I learned about World Bank activities. I learned about how to relate to the community. I learned about how to interact with government clients. So, what I believe that in the civil service, when you are posted to a place, there's something they want you to go and learn. But if you see it as posting, you will not enjoy it and you will not learn anything from it. And there is no table that I lobbied for till now. There was no posting that I lobbied for till now. And there was no table that